Hey folks, welcome to another What's in the Box. My name is Jesse and today we are looking at Lacrimosa. This is from Devir Games. It's a 1 to 4 player game, plays in about 90 minutes. If you're a music fan or board game fan, you might be into this one. Let's take a look at what's in this box. As I peel off the plastic, I'd like to tell you about twitch.tv/heartboardgames, where we play games like Lacrimosa, and I can guarantee you this one is coming to the table very, very soon. Of course, at the time you see this, it may have happened 2 months ago, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out, and make sure you follow us over there. All this plastic, such a shame. All right, so Lacrimosa. They put a little shiny red UV at the bottom. Was that necessary? I don't know, maybe. It does kind of add something, doesn't it? It's a really nice cover, though. Even without all this, it's a nice cover. Hopefully that didn't set them too far back. I like how they think about what's going to be on the side here, giving us horizontal people versus the vertical people, a way to store their games. All right, rule book, rule book, rule book, rule book, rule book. So, why so many rule books, you might be asking? Well, this is because they can just print this whole game out and not have to worry about making it in a bunch of different languages. Just print it all out. They cover all of them, cover all the languages. And instead of putting it all in one book, like you'll see a lot of people have a 40-page rule book, but the rule book's only 8 pages long because there's a bunch of different languages. So, 4 rule books for languages I don't speak. What do you do with them? I don't know, recycle, I guess? If I were to sell the game, it's likely I would sell it to someone who speaks English just because that's what's near me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let me know what you do with your rule books that you don't use anymore like that. But anyway, this one is the one we want. English rule book. So we go over storyline, all of your components, which we'll be seeing shortly anyway. Here's our setup starting on page 4. And we go through the game. And the game's end of game on page 11. So not crazy, just 7 pages of rules. And we have the components and detail over here. I'm a little off the screen here. Personal board cards, yeah, still going over detailed parts. And then here is the solitaire module here. Okay, so there's a solo game if you were wondering. And then the icon glossary. What do we have on the back? References. Not quite what I like to see on the back. I like to see a nice... Well, I don't know what the references are. Like, I played a demo, but I'm not well versed in the game yet. So this appears to be... Oh, right. This is the board, the bottom part of the board. There's 2 parts of the board in this. There's the part that kind of simulates writing music. Because the story of this game is that this takes place after Mozart's death, and you are one of the people tasked to finish his Requiem. Oh, wait, this is the player board. Okay, so I guess it's still in there. So these are really nice player boards because they're dual layered, as you can kind of tell there. I was trying to use sometimes I like to use the glare, but actually these are preventing glare quite well. That's a detail I've never really noticed in these unboxings. Like, I just assume they're all the same. So something about this coating they've done. Well, see, that feels like it's pretty glary. But, yeah, the front side is pretty good about not having too much glare. But, yeah, these are all the player boards here. Really a nice production on these. There's your blue. And you can see the icons are different. Okay, so we still have to look for the staff things here. Got all these wooden bits. We'll look at those in a moment. We got all these cards. We'll look at in a moment. Got a box there. Throw that aside. Okay, here's what I was thinking of. So this is part of the actual board then. I thought it was maybe a separate piece, but it isn't. Oh, I'm going to have to move some stuff around, aren't I? Let's move that. Let's move this. There we go. To make room for this board. Alrighty. here's our board. So, you can see all of Europe there. And then we have, we're going to have some cards up here that people are going to take from here. Interesting score thing, only goes to 50. Yeah, I do like all the art on here and such. But, yeah. So they have all these details. If you're a big fan of music, then this might be a good detail for you. But, I mean, speaking as a board gamer and a musician, well, speaking firstly as a board gamer, you're really just putting icons down. I mean, you're just putting stuff on the board. You're not actually making music. It'd be cooler if you did, but, you know, everything's got to have a theme, right? So while we're in the close-up, let's look at these. They do mean something, the ones and the twos, just like they show you here, the bottom. Yeah, it's a very complex game about music. But yeah, like I said, you're just placing things. Okay, so this is nice. They put little, it's not just plain wood. Well, one side is, clearly, but, so I guess you know which side I'll have up. That. Then we have all these, which I guess that goes a long way with that. And then we have a lot of cubes going on here. So yeah, now let's look at these cards here. Probably put those in the close-up. But we still have stuff in the box too to look at. See, there's a tuning fork in there and stuff like that. Tuning fork, interesting choice if you're gonna have what I assume must be a first player token. Okay, this it has a little band, but there's no entryway. So this fails the. Oh wait, there it is. That's pretty subtle. If you've watched any of these unboxings before, I'm pretty critical about that. It's almost like I need to start putting a grading scale on this. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this one like a 6.5. The band was there, but it was kind of hidden. So, all right. So these cards, lots of staff stuff. Now these cards are your action cards. In this game, you're playing cards and you're doing the actions on them. Kind of reminds me of Rococo in a way, like the art style. Except you're not making dresses in this one. You're making music, but you're playing a card and doing the action of that card. And then just the style just feels Rococo-like. This is before they go to the ball at Rococo. They got to write a few tunes. Oh, these are the musicians at Rococo that are in the Rococo game. Oh yeah, hey Panda. So at the end of each of these unboxings, there's 20 seconds of the outro screen, and then we come back in. Yep. This is whenever we do them live, and we're doing them live right now. This is for YouTube. So hi YouTube, hi Twitch. But anyway, so yeah, this is. Oh, so these are the solo, based on the color. It's nice that they do that color, like that light blue, like that. It's pretty neat. So you can easily see that it's the solo part of the game. So let's take these off. So what would it be instead of a tuning fork? I guess if it can't be a conductor's baton. That's just, it looks like a stick, so there's not much to it. I don't know. A pen. I mean, this is about writing music. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, because you're not tuning anything, though. That's a weird choice. But it would be cool to actually get a physical tuning fork, but those things are way bigger than this. Just make one. Commission one to get made. All right, so the thickness of these, it's fine. I've definitely seen thicker. These are... I'll let you know when one impresses me. This is not an impressive thickness. In fact, even right now, I mean, look at this. I'm bending them. So hopefully the humidity here in Louisiana won't just completely murder these. But yeah, these are the, I don't need to be that close for these. Yep. And that's it pretty much for Lacrimosa. Come on back here, twitch.tv/heartboardgames, where we play games like Lacrimosa live, and we will be soon. And make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. Until next time, the box is closed.